Right then, you guys join me back inside the mighty Lotus Excel. Now, quite different from what we've been doing on the Lotus Excel previously. You know, you're used to seeing sort of suspension work and mechanical stuff, which we've now completed, and this thing is MOT'd and driving, performing, yeah, better than ever, really. It's absolutely incredible to drive. Took it for an alignment and it's bang on, and I tell you, there isn't quite much that puts a smile on your face as much as this does. So yeah, it's huge amounts of fun to drive, but we're doing some fun stuff, as me and Richard described. His fun wish list is being ticked off. So we're putting a digital and Bluetooth head unit in this, under seat sub, and a new set of speakers all round as well, because as you can see, those look like they've been eaten by, well, just about any and everything. So yeah, they got to go. But in the meantime, I've got to, sort of work my way through some spaghetti and wire this all up. So I'm pretty much there, made all the connections now, and yeah, got the power, the remote, and yeah, the adapter all in for the head unit. So it should be a case of stick a jumper pack on the battery and yeah, power everything up, and hopefully it all works. Naturally, it's got a flat battery, but it should be that simple, we hope. So yeah, be a nice little addition, really. These under seat subs are pretty handy, and you know, give quite a nice sort of finish to the sound quality of these things. So it'll work really well. Yeah, out of the way, convenient, and not like one of those big 12-inch subs in the back of your boot, bruv. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a nice little box ticked off the wish list. But otherwise, yeah, we're doing the rear bumper. Has got various sort of frays and cracking in it. So I don't know whether it's been knocked at some point. So off that came, lights came out, and yeah, it's all sort of prepped and ready for primer. And yeah, once we get that primed, we'll paint it, put it back on, and then we'll be wrapped up. So yeah, it'll be a sad day when that comes, but it's not yet. So it's still here for now, and we're still having fun working on it. Hopefully we'll have some good sound quality very, very soon. We've well and truly commenced Project TVR tomorrow as well, and we've probably done the most exciting bit first and skipped straight to dessert, really. But yeah, Chris has fabricated a magnificent rear sort of silencer delete tailpipe system. So yeah, this is totally handmade, totally custom to this car, and sort of designed with the client as well. So yeah, we've completely binned off the original silencer, which is don't know, probably in the scrap. In the bin, probably. Yeah, probably in the bin. Yeah, too right it is, and yeah, we've got a beautiful sort of new piece in here. So all made stainless steel and TIG welded up, and we've got the two vertical stacked sort of tips on there. A little bit of finishing work we've got to do on the inside of the barrels, but yeah, we've moved them slightly inwards to where they would have been originally, so you've got that slightly more aggressive, narrower look, and they're in line with the number plate as well. So I trimmed the heat shield, and yeah, looks great. First of all, really unique, yeah, totally custom, and well, you guys are about to find out, sounds absolutely mental. So yeah, I'll fire it up and you can let me know what you think.
It's not that loud, but it does get Last time everyone would have seen this would have been in the booth getting epoxied, and as you can see that's now happened, and it's time to start putting some panels back on it. So me and Chris, mostly me, have been working very hard to get the quarters on. Chris already fitted them up, so actually it wasn't that hard. It was basically just pop it into place, cleco it up to hold it in, and yeah, get some tacks here, there and everywhere and weld it up. I'm about halfway, 3/4 of the way done with welding this in. Got the wheel arch to go and some plug welds sort of in the boot, and then it'll be time to move on to the next quarter, and hopefully after that it should be pretty simple because the rest of it is bolt on, wings, doors, bonnet, boot lid, and the rest of the assorted gubbins. Put the interior back together and it should be done.
Alrighty, so it's a little bit soggy, and yeah, I would be more worried about this, but we're getting this Lincoln Continental well and truly underway. As you guys have seen, we've made a start, and it's finally on a rotisserie. We're going to have to do a little bit of sort of strengthening, just to reassure ourselves more than anything that she's not going to go anywhere, because it weighs an absolute ton and a half probably. So yeah, it's been stripped down. We've still got quite a lot to remove. The dashboard has got to come out, the suspension, brake booster, doors, and some wiring. And then that's pretty much it. And then it's going off to blasters to be blasted, and then that'll come straight back here afterwards. We'll clean up as much of the underside as we can first before it goes as well. Get rid of all the old sort of wax oil and underseal and stuff. And that way, Ian's able to get in there and clean it all up as best he can, and then we can work with a clean slate. So yeah, it's exciting to be cracking on with it and making some good progress. It's actually humongous. So it's just the acreage of rubbing down. Hey?
How long is it?
It's about 20. I paced it out at about 21, 22 feet, including the jig. So yeah, it's a bit of a boat. Just take a sail on there, happy days really. So anyway, yeah, big things happening. We've also got the engine and gearbox behind you, Henry, out as well. So that's, again, massive. That's going off for a rebuild too. So yeah, that'll come back and go back in, and yeah, all will be well.
Do you know what the end result might look like, as in colours or?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Okay. We'll go into a bit of a debrief then. Spoilers. Ooh. Okay. Right. So, typical like American custom car limousine sort of. Certainly, the way I view this thing is like just ultimate VIP cruiser, which is what we're going for. So, we're talking diamond stitch, black leather interior, gloss black on gloss black on gloss black. We're talking like limo tint, black wheels, black paint, yeah, it's like murdered out, proper murdered out. We're going chrome bumpers and trims and various bits like that. Depending on what we can do, we might incorporate a bit of sort of custom aftermarket sort of theme. If we can't get stuff, we'll make our own sort of changes and flares, as it were. So it'll be more unique to the client and to us as well. But yeah, it's proper black beauty, sort of, you know, all dressed in black, which is yeah, it makes life easy because, you know, painting black cars, yeah, easy, isn't it? Don't see any imperfections or any, you know, small little defects or details. So it's got to be spot on, which is great. No, it's a real challenge, and yeah, we're very excited for it, and yeah, it's a very, very beautiful car. Well, it will be. So yeah, and no, very excited for it. It should sound brilliant. We're going to make custom exhaust too, which probably put a valve system in as well, so you can depend. Yeah, it depends what kind of day of the week it is, I suppose. You want to be antisocial or not. So yeah, but there's so much for you guys to see. So many different elements of this project that are going to be so exciting. So stay tuned, and yeah, we're going to now work our way on getting the rest of the bits out, getting the engine and gearbox off for a rebuild, and yeah, finding somewhere to put everything is probably the main concern, but we'll figure it out. We always do. So.
Recording that.
No, don't. No, there's fucking bloopers today. Stop it. I'm warning you. Okay, so my name's Tom, and we're in the booth with the Mazda Unos today. Poor old Tom's not feeling too sharp, so hence why he's not doing this video. And you're stuck with me again. So yeah, Tom's been steaming ahead on this beauty. Yeah, obviously Chris has completed all the welding on it, and it is solid and rust-free, and yeah, about ready to become very, very beautiful very, very quickly. So done all the filler work on the rear quarters where we needed to, straightened out any little bits, imperfections and stuff like that. We're just sort of going around the last little bits while we're masking it up and just sort of sanding down any little peeling paint or any little rust spots, surface rust spots, and treating them and yeah, sort of cleaning them up a little bit as we go, and then we'll mask it all up. And yeah, most of this will, well, actually, tell a lie, all of this will be sprayed in epoxy primer, because it gets to the point where you sort of think, right, well, you know, we're going to epoxy prime them, the rear quarters, and then you think, well, you know, all the old paint is really crap and not sticking, and you know, we really want to get rid of that and give it a proper key, so epoxy prime over that, and then you think, right, well, actually it's just easier to do the whole thing. So that's what we're doing. Better result. Doesn't really take that much longer. So yeah, that's what we're going for. And before you see it, this will be grey, and yeah, almost ready for paint, really. So I've got the likes of the doors to strip and the bumpers also to do, and then they'll come in here as well. But yeah, I've got rid of all the old seam sealer and bits like that underneath any little lips and edges that we needed to. But yeah, all in all, it's been waiting a while, this poor little thing. So we're finally getting around to doing it. It's been manic with the likes of the 911 and the Corvette and the Lotus and the other Lotus and the, what else we had? So much. Oh, it's just crazy. But we're getting there, and yeah, it should be another MX-5 to add to the list. Another Unos. We've done a few of these now, and they've all been very, very beautiful indeed. So yeah, that's a nice second SU red one we've done, actually. If you go back to our old videos, you'll see Mazda Unos. Was it an MX-5 or a Unos? Can't remember. Number 1, first one we did, that was an SU red one as well. So this has been number 2, which was quite nice. But yeah, lovely little thing, and excited to do it. always like these cars. So yes.
You should know what you're doing on the keypad.
Well, yeah. Should. No, we do. And yeah, it's just getting quite familiar with them now, and quite sort of just second nature, I suppose. I mean, Chris is very familiar with these. He's got one himself, so he's doing bits and bobs to that. Obviously, we've done 2 or 3 of these now. We'll keep pushing on and get it done and get it out and in the sun and back out on the road. Right then, so I haven't moved very far, but I have done some things. I know, it's pretty incredible. So basically, fitting a DAB radio to a 1986 Lotus Excel is relatively straightforward-ish. You just got to figure a few things out. So, you get your DAB radio, you get your harness with your radio. Your harness has, effectively, you've got your speaker left and right, front and rear there, plug straight into the loom coming from the car. Presto, lovely, brilliant stuff. And then you see this all tied into this slot here, and that is the likes of your hear me out here, my memory is pretty horrific. Is that right? Yes. Switch. So ignition switch, 12 volt, red, come from the radio. Orange is the dimmer. So basically your interior lights. You can dim your interior lights, dim the radio with it. Great, awesome, love that. The blue is your antenna, so DAB antenna, which we're going to put on this in due course. Just want to get this sorted first. Black, earth, everyone knows that. And then the yellow, which is your constant power. So you have constant power yellow into the radio. And then you have your power switch. So basically telling the radio to come on with ignition, so with everything else. However, you then come back to the car on the car's loom side of things. So basically we have the loom for the speakers up, left, right, front, rear. Got that, excellent, that just plugs in like I say. And then you have to reach back in here and effectively create your own sort of plug system calibration thingamajiggy. So yeah, you basically just have to wire up yourself, which isn't too much of a faff. But you got the likes of ground here, these black cables. The yellow one is the switch, 12 volt switch for the ignition. The purple is the constant 12 volt, and then the black is earth as well, I think. Let me double check that. Yeah, so that's the earth as well. So that just ties in with all of that. So, thank God for forums. Anyhow, so that all works relatively straightforward. Thank you for interrupting. However, it gets a little bit confusing because you think, right, great, yellow. Nah, doesn't work like that. Yellow to red, and then purple to yellow. So it's you just gotta know where you're putting what, basically. So I'm gonna make all this, connect and happen, and then put it back neatly-ish, and then test it, and then go home because it doesn't work. So yeah, I'm pretty confident. Anyway, the forums have looked after me so far with this car. So yeah, and then of course you do all of that with the DAB radio, and then you've got the loom and the controller for the underseat sub, which I've already spade connected. So they're all ready to connect. You've got an inline fuse for the power for the under seat sub. I keep saying under floor, it's not under floor. Under seat sub. So once you get the head unit in and you confirm that's working, you can then connect, basically splice in the power to the sub, which as you can see I've already double backed and looped off of. So effectively that will go to the car in, power, sub, done. And yeah, that'll solve that problem. And then you've just got the remote sub cable here, which comes off the radio, has its own thing, and yeah, then hey presto. So it's all a bit of a mouthful, and I hope you sort of got most of that, but it's pretty simple when you get your head around it and you snip the right wires. If you don't snip the right wires, well then, disaster. I nearly set fire to that, but you know, that doesn't matter. That bit not important, but alrighty. Okay.
So what are you expecting to happen?
Okay, so we've got everything wired up. We've got the constant power, we've got the switch, we've got the ground. I haven't worried about the antenna or the dimmer yet because, you know, they're a sort of a later problem. I've got the sub wired up anyway, just because, you know, why not? So hopefully, put the key in, turn the ignition on, radio comes on, I can connect to it, and hopefully we play some music. Obviously the speakers are shot, so we'll see. Hey, look at that! I don't want to short anything out, so hence why I'm not going to touch it, but we have radio.